afternoon, Smithfield Raiders. These are today's announcements, and we've got a couple of special girls with us today, Mr. Shannon.
We do have two special girls here.
Who do we have with us?
This is where you tell us your name.
Isabel. Peyton.
Isabel and Peyton. Isabel and Peyton. Well, Isabel's my daughter, and
Peyton's my daughter.
And so we have our daughters on today because we are gearing up for the Day of Giving that will be on Saturday. And every year, this is our third year to do it. So the last couple of years, it's been all about the students and the faculty going out in the community and helping out people in need, just doing a good deed, all that good stuff that we have going on in the community. This year, we want to continue that, but add a little layer to it.
Family flavor.
That's right. So we are looking for parents to be involved in this Saturday's Day of Giving. And so that's why we have our girls on, because I'm going to have Isabel up here with me, working a rake or working a mower or a chainsaw.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think I might give a chainsaw to Peyton too.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
No.
So anyway, parents, we would love for you to get involved. I know many of you will be traveling your child or kids around, going from one place to the next as they do their part in the Day of Giving. But we want to encourage parents to participate. It is a good bonding experience and a good memory for the kids and their parents.
And it doesn't have to be part of a formal project. It can be just something your family decides to do to go out to the community and do something kind for somebody. What I am going to ask, though, is on Thursday and Friday, we're going to have Pay It Forward cards available in the cafeteria. They're bright orange, and they have the school logo, and on the back they talk about what our Day of Giving is about, what Paying It Forward is about. And so just have your kids come at lunch Thursday or Friday to get a Pay It Forward card from me, and then you guys can go out into the community on Saturday and do something kind for somebody. What I'm also going to ask you to do, too, is whatever it is y'all are doing, if you could use your phone or whatever you want to use to snap a couple quick pictures, and then you can send them to mary.hadley@birdvilleschools.net, or you can go to the website and find Miss Hadley's email address. We're going to have you email those to her because then she's going to upload them to the Smithfield Facebook page so we can get all the really cool images of all the good things people are doing out in the community and put those up on our Facebook page.
Very good. Okay, so here are today's announcements.
Day of Giving is coming up this Saturday. One way to help out is to buy a Viva Amor Live Love LV bracelet in the lunchroom. All money raised will go to Puerto Rico hurricane recovery efforts. Bracelets are $2 and can be purchased during lunch.
This is a good way to extend our Day of Giving out just past our community and internationally.
The tryouts for the middle school girls gymnastics will be held on April 20th at 6 p.m. at Shannon High School. Registration will open at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Info and packets in the front office. Boys do not need to try out.
No.
All right, so this Friday we've got activity night coming up. It's going to be from 4:30 to 6:30. Come join us for food, games, prizes, and more. You can, Mr. Turner, if you want to, you can dance the time away.
Oh, I will.
You can walk the cakewalk and ride the mechanical bull. I think Mr. Turner's famous for that. He's got a record of 5 minutes?
Absolutely.
5 minutes on the mechanical bull, so hopefully he'll get up on the mechanical bull and try that. And in fact, he challenged me to beat his record, so I'm going to be looking for 5 minutes and 1 second.
Hey, that bull tapped out on me.
All right, and also backed by popular demand, we've also got the dunk tank. You have the opportunity, students, to dunk Coach Martinson, Coach Wolf, Coach Hodson, Miss Stewart, or Mr. Turner for only $1 per turn. Tickets are $6 and will be sold at lunch on Thursday and Friday. All food and snacks are $1 each. Bring extra change if you plan on eating. The PTA would appreciate donations of 2-liter drinks, and you can bring those by the office this week.
You know, I think I was the only one that didn't get dunked in the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I got dunked a few times. All right, don't forget to register for the Honor Connor 5K Smile Mile Run. The prices will increase at the end of this month. Join the Raider Nation team. You can see Mrs. Hurst for more details.
All right, also, announcement for Engineering Club. Engineering Club will not be meeting this week.
No.
Calling all Raider poets. Want to win $500? Enter your best poem in the American Library of Poetry National Contest. See Ms. Muirhead for contest rules and entry details. The deadline is Friday, April 27th.
Book Bites will not meet this Wednesday, which is today.
Okay.
6th and 7th graders, your course verification forms are due back to Ms. Thompson by this Friday. You only need to turn your form in if you made changes to your course request for next year.
That's right. So, busy week. This is our second day for the STAR test, and I tell you, I don't think we've had a smoother year to start off the STAR test. So, thank you to all the students that helped out with that. Whether you took the test and you did a good job on being prepared and being focused, or you were just walking the halls like the 6th graders. We didn't have, to my knowledge, any incidents with kids being allowed down the hall. They were very good, doing what they're supposed to do. So thank you, 6th and 7th graders, especially today, as we've been successful, but just all week. So I'm going to reward you guys with a big party on Friday. If you haven't heard about it, we'll have a lot of activities, and it will be sometime at night.
Did you get him a dunk tank?
I can. I'll even do
awesome.
it. I'll even do it. So
Really?
yeah. So just because you guys were so good this week, I'm going to have some fun activity at night.
I think that's
On
a fun
Friday.
idea.
So we'll do it, I guess, from 4:30 to 6:30.
That sounds like a good time.
So anyway, y'all have anything else?
No.
All right. Well, if you don't see us out in the hall, we will see y'all Saturday during the Day of Giving.
That's right. And to inspire you to go out and do something kind this weekend, we've got a video that's going to follow up the announcements here. It's about a guy in a community down in Del Rio and the way that he gave back to his community. So watch for that, and hopefully it'll inspire you to go out and pay it forward this weekend.
That's right. You guys have a good day.
Have a great day.
Bye.
We have a family-owned security company. My dad started it in 1981.
Like most folks born and raised in Del Rio, Texas, Russell Stidham knows this border city like the back of his hand.
My work takes me all over the city. And it seemed like for years, everywhere I would go, I kept seeing this guy. I didn't know his name, I didn't know anything about him. I just would see him every day, pushing a lawnmower down the side of the road with a bunch of carts behind him. Whenever I first saw Cheeto, I probably did what a lot of people did initially, and that was just to kind of dismiss him as maybe a homeless person or a vagrant, or I didn't know what he was, you know. But I realized that there was something special about him. He cannot talk. He's been disabled his entire life.
They call him Cheeto. And for more than a decade, this man and his long train of tattered tools has been a fixture along the highways and side streets of Del Rio. You'd be hard-pressed to find a patch of grass or weeds that Cheeto has not mowed in this town. He is an uncomplicated man whose twisted limbs make even the simplest of motions painful. But in spite of his disabilities, Cheeto has become a one-man landscape crew at all hours of the day and night. And he does it with no compensation at all.
Cheeto! You got everything you need? Nobody is paying him to do this right now. He does it for free. If he sees grass around town that needs cutting, he cuts it.
And he'll just do this for hours on end?
Hours on end, all day long. I mean, on the hottest of days. I mean, in the middle of summer, he'll be out here doing it. It seems crazy to us, but it makes perfect sense to him. He started doing it for free just to prove to people that he could do it. And then it got to where he got paying customers, you know, and so now he has customers all over town that pay him.
But this here in the median
All
is
this
not.
that you see right here that he mows in the median is the highway department's responsibility.
He doesn't get paid for that.
He didn't get paid a dime. He does this sometimes all night long he'll work.
Since Russell first spotted Cheeto working several years ago, he's become a close friend, an advocate for Del Rio's volunteer landscape master. Cheeto does have a few paying customers, but when those lawns are finished, he cuts up and down the highway, anywhere grass and weeds dare to look up. It's a daunting task, But Cheeto has a whole town looking out for him.
Nobody works out like Cheetos.
I mean, I see him in the middle of the night, in the afternoon. I see him at all hours of the day. It's crazy.
Cold, rain, everything. Cheeto sat there.
Do you take a break? Get a drink? No?
I tried to buy Cheeto at lunch a few times, and he always tells me, no, I'm okay.
Eat? No.
You don't stop.
And you know what? He always has a smile.
A lot of guys would take that cardboard, make a sign begging for money, but no, not him. He takes it, puts it in his cart, and he's going to put it where it belongs in the trash.
Everybody nowadays knows him as Cheeto, but his actual name is Jose Angel Martiarena, and he's a good man, and I'm proud to have him as a friend.
But this isn't just a story about a guy who mows grass for free. This is a story about how that guy inspired this community to set the course for doing right.
Our city and our Chamber of Commerce as well ended up creating a new campaign called Del Rio Doing Right, and they said it's going to be an annual award that we're going to give to somebody, and they said they wanted Cheeto to be the first recipient of this award.
Did you get to give it to him?
I did. They asked if I would tell his story and present him with the award, and it was a tremendous honor.
I guess he's coming over to say hello.
No, he just saw another piece of trash.
Of all the folks in Del Rio who support Cheeto, it's Russell who has broken the barriers of culture and communication with his special friend. Even so, there are times when Cheeto is in need, and even those closest to him struggle in the absence of the spoken word.
What's the matter? You hurt yourself? As long as I've known Cheeto, it still can be frustrating at times to figure out exactly what he needs. Yeah, you may have a heat exhaustion, bud. And I know he's got to be frustrated. Okay. How you doing?
Good. Cheeto, you all right? Did you get hit?
No, he didn't like those shoes he had on.
Who saw this? Did you call it in?
No, nobody called it in. I mean, unless somebody just driving by.
Yeah, somebody said.
Yeah, no, he was
down. They were concerned for him.
Obviously, somebody must have seen Cheeto down in the median there and called the police and called for help because they were concerned about him. Here, bud, you want some water?
It doesn't take long before this beloved figure of an entire city is surrounded by first responders. As it turns out, Cheeto just wants help changing his shoes.
No, we're just glad he's safe. He's not hurt and he's not injured. It's the most important thing.
Well, thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Russell, Stidham.
Val, nice to meet you.
Val, nice meeting you. See you later.
Okay.
Y'all take care. Okay. People look out for Cheeto. They keep their eye out for him and want to make sure that he's okay. And if he's got a problem, word's going to get out real quick and somebody's going to come to his aid.
The one thing that slows Cheeto down is the occasional flat tire. Makes no mind though, the guys at the tire shop work fast to get him back out working again. It gives us a chance to ask the one question everyone wonders.
Why do you do it? In your heart?
God has placed a desire in his heart.
You have a good heart, Cheeto.
It's hard not to be emotional.
You have a good heart.
I think what he's trying to tell you, Kelly, is his dad passed away and he does his best to take care of his mom. And he is the breadwinner of their family.
It's all
And
you.
That's right. That's right.
Is that hard?
It's been very hard. Cheeto was called to cut grass. And Martin Luther King said it best. He said, if a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets just as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven played music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth should say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. And I believe Cheeto has done that. He's done the very best with what God has given him.
Everybody ready here? Ready. Big smiles, come on.
If you find yourself in Del Rio, Texas, look for the flags, the orange cones, and the wagons strung out along the pavement. And you're bound to see a man called Cheeto. Watch him for a while, and you'll understand why, even though his bent and twisted body is barely 5 feet tall, Cheeto is a man who many in these parts look up to.
Every time I see Cheeto, I never miss an opportunity to tell him not to work too hard or stay out too late. But I know I'm just wasting my time. The world needs more people like Cheeto.